Welcome to the Ben Daniel Podcast, where we're calling a spade, million view Caitlin Clark back in action. Folks, this train is not stopping. Either get on board or get the hell out of the way. The Caitlin Clark hype train, the Caitlin Clark effect, it has only just begun. If the Olympic break doesn't slow down Caitlin Clark, folks, I'm telling you right now, nothing is going to slow down her wave. Nothing is going to slow down her momentum. Caitlin Clark is the juice within the WNBA that actually keeps these women relevant. Without Caitlin Clark, who's watching? Nobody. Without Caitlin Clark, who's tuning in? Nobody. Without Caitlin Clark, which one of these superstars is commanding a consistent million view game every single time? You guys guessed it. Nobody. Caitlin Clark comes back from 3 weeks off, takes on the Phoenix Mercury, and does not skip a beat. Not only does she go crazy 29-9, like I say, she's a GOAT on the court, and she is a GOAT off the court. What she's doing on the court we've never seen before, and when it comes to the eyeballs, the attention, the excitement, the transcendent of a superstar that she is doing things the WNBA could only dream of. 1.2 million viewers tuned in to the Ion telecast with the Fever against the Phoenix Mercury. 1.2 million. This is after a 3-week layoff. This is after Caitlin Clark taking a break. The question is the excitement still going to be there? You bet your bottom dollar that it's going to be there. You can bet your behind that the hype is still going to be there. But Ben, wasn't there a game before that on Thursday, right? Wasn't there a few games on Thursday? I'm glad you asked, folks. I'm glad you asked. There was a couple games on Thursday. Phoenix Mercury, Chicago Sky. Well, that was on Amazon Prime, so we're not going to get the ratings to that. I can only imagine 60,000 people watched that. Los Angeles Sparks versus the New York Liberty. That was the game the WNBA chose to put out on Front Street on ESPN. And the question is, why? Why bother? So you can get 480,000 people tuned in? 480,000 people tuned in after 3 weeks off. WNBA riding Caitlin Clark's coattails, Caitlin Clark's momentum, 3 weeks off on ESPN. The New York Liberty and the Los Angeles Sparks couldn't even pull 500,000 on ESPN. That is embarrassing, folks. That is embarrassing, folks. There were a bevy games going. The Aces played this weekend. The Chicago Sky played this weekend. The Lynx played this weekend. The Atlanta Dream played this week. Only one team had over 1 million people tuning in both times they played. Let's look at the weekend rating, shall we? Sunday, ABC afternoon game, Storm vs. Fever, 2.23 million views. God damn. God damn. 2.23 million. Folks, Caitlin Clark came back and already did a bigger number than the Team USA team. Team USA versus Belgium did 2.1. Indiana Fever versus Sour Skylar Diggins and the Seattle Storm did 2.1. Did 2.2, excuse me. Nobody cares about the USA team. We only care about the Indiana Fever, most importantly, Caitlin Clark. If all the superstars combined can't get more views than the Indiana Fever, than the WNBA, if they can't do more views than that, how much more black and white does it need to be? How much more obvious does it need to be? Saturday, Liberty and the Aces, 874,000 views. Asia Wilson, where are your fans at? No Caitlin Clark playing that day. You can't pull 1 million by yourself? The Las Vegas Aces hasn't seen a 1 million viewed game this year since Caitlin Clark. But what about the Las Vegas Aces and the Liberty? Yeah, it peaked at 1 million. It peaked. I'll give you that. It peaked. But why did it peak? Because the New York Liberty. Yes, the Liberty's return game against ESPN, only 480,000. But to the Liberty's credits, a majority of their fans seem to be strictly cable TV enthusiasts. Strictly free cable TV enthusiasts. You get them on free cable TV against the Lynx, 704,000. You get them on free cable TV against the Chicago Sky, 941,000. You get them on free cable TV against the Las Vegas Aces in a finals rematch, 874,000. Folks, the New York Liberty, like I've continued to tell you, if it's not Caitlin Clark, the New York Liberty is the only other team that brings in halfways decent numbers by themselves. They don't always need Caitlin Clark to get above 600, 700,000. Their numbers standing alone trounces the rest of the WNBA. Trounces the rest of the WNBA. The Connecticut Sun versus the Dallas Wings. The game following Caitlin Clark on Friday. 485,000 views. 485,000 views. Sports TV, come on. It's Mercury Fever, not Lynx Fever. What are you doing? What are you doing? Folks, 800,000 people turned off. Okay, Caitlin Clark's done playing. Turned off. Okay, Caitlin Clark's finished. Turned off. Okay, Indiana Fever's done. Turned off. Can it be any more clear that Caitlin Clark is must-see TV? That Caitlin Clark is the number one main attraction in the WNBA? Folks, men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. And if we're trying to paint this picture, as some of these companies are trying to do, everybody watches women's basketball. No. Everybody watches Caitlin Clark basketball. Everybody watches Caitlin Clark Indiana Fever basketball. If everybody watched women's basketball, these numbers would be very much the same. Instead, they are very much not the same. They're skewed in one team's particular direction. They're skewed in one team's particular direction. And that team just happens to be the Indiana Fever, led by one Caitlin Clark Kent. Folks, we are here. Football season is among us. Caitlin Clark now, for the most part, moved to NBA TV and Channel 3. And I guarantee you, those Friday nights when they go head-to-head against college football, because it will come, I don't want to hear any excuses when she still pulls 1 million views. When it's a Sunday afternoon on NBA TV, I don't want to hear any excuses when her NBA TV games still get nearly 500,000 views. The rest of the league, you guys need to panic. You guys need to panic. The CBS games are done for y'all. The ABC games are done for y'all. Las Vegas Aces are going up against the Lynx on Wednesday on ESPN. Folks, you know damn well that game's not going to do 600,000. You know damn well that's just going to be another run-of-the-mill, it came and it went WNBA game. It's the Ben Daniel Podcast where we're calling a spade a spade. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Were you surprised that this number between the Liberty and the Sparks was so low? No. Were you surprised that this number between the Mercury and the Fever were so high? No. Were you surprised that Caitlin Clark's weekend? Let's just add this up, folks, right? Again, quick math. 8 plus 5, 13. 13 plus 4, 17. Folks, Storm vs. Fever did more views than the rest of the league combined. You like that, right? Storm vs. the Fever did the more views than the rest of the league combined. That is the Caitlin Clark effect. Appreciate all the support. We will be back in the venue on Saturday. Wire, please. Let them know how to get in the venue. I appreciate all the support, guys. Seriously, appreciate the support. Enjoy the rest of your week. Take it easy.